Hello, everybody, and welcome to the rooftop yoga space for this active recovery and rejuvenation 15-minute class. This class is designed to give you a nice full body stretch and release some tension and relieve some soreness in the body. There are longer versions of this class, so if you want a deeper, longer stretch, feel free to choose one of those. And I have my trusty block with me here. If you have a blanket, a pillow, a cushion, or maybe you have a yoga block around in the house, it's nice to have with you as we go through practice. And last thing, safety first, so if any poses don't feel good, feel free to skip them and join when you're ready. We'll start out sitting on a chair or on your prop, reaching your arms wide. And then the palms are going to face the floor or the earth. And you're going to wrap all the fingers down, wrap the thumb around, making a fist, and then point those knuckles towards the ground. It's a nice stretch in the forearms. On your next inhale, open your hands, stretch through all the fingers. And then on your exhale, side bend to the right, so the right hand comes down, the left hand reaches up and slightly to the right. Take a couple big deep breaths into the left side body. On your next inhale, come back up, reach those arms wide. And as you exhale, side bend to the left, so left hand down, right hand reaches up and slightly to the left. Big breaths into the right side body, relaxing the neck. Come back up, reach those arms wide. And then we're bringing the hands to the knees here. Doing 3 shoulder shrugs as we inhale the shoulders up towards the ears. As you exhale, the shoulder blades float down the back. 2 more as you inhale, shoulder blades up, exhale down. Last one, shoulders come up towards the ears, slightly squeeze those shoulder blades and then release them down the back. And now we're going to transition into tabletop pose, so come off your prop or off your chair. And this is hands and knees, so the hands right under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. On your next inhale, the belly drops, slightly squeeze the shoulder blades together. And as you exhale, drop the head and round the spine. These are cat-cows. As you inhale, the belly drops, slightly squeeze the shoulder blades. As you exhale, drop the head and round the spine. Last one, inhaling, looking forward, belly drops. Exhale, drop the head, round through the spine. Now come back up to a neutral tabletop. And we're coming into child's pose, so the knees come wide. You sit back towards the heels and the arms stretch forward. Palms of hands on the ground, and let the heart and the forehead melt down. Try to release some tension here. Every exhale melting a little more. And on your next inhale, you're going to come up, bring those shoulders over the wrists. And the knees come in under the hips. And then you're going to bring the knees back about 8 inches, maybe 20 centimeters. And as you exhale, the belly comes all the way down to the mat. The forehead is on the mat as well. Untuck the toes, tops of the feet push into the ground. And as you inhale, peel the head off the ground in baby cobra. So the head is hovering off the ground. You're slightly squeezing the shoulder blades, a nice opening in the collarbones. And on your next exhale, gently float the head down, releasing everything. Now you're going to tuck those toes, keep the knees down as you push up through the hands and arms. And coming into our child's pose, once again, the knees come wide, sit back towards the heels. And the arms reach forward. The head and heart melt down. It's a nice stretch in the shoulders and the hips. It's a nice relaxation pose with a little stretch here. And we're going to come back up on our inhale, bringing the shoulders back over the wrists, bringing the knees back in. And here we're tucking the toes. And in our exhale, we're going to shift back into our downward facing dog. So the hips shift back. You straighten through the legs as much as you can. It's good to have a nice bend in the knees though. The heels are directed towards the ground. They may not get there. It's a nice stretch in the back of the legs. But don't forget about those hands. Push all your fingers into the ground. And gently release the head. Just a little longer in down dog. Try to get the stretch in the back of the legs. And last moment in down dog, bending deep through the knees, look between the hands, and then walk your way to the front of your mat. You're going to come to a forward fold at the front of the mat. And if the forward fold doesn't feel good here, then you can stand right up. But if it feels okay, let that torso drape down, release the head. You can even grab opposite elbows and gently sway side to side. Should be a nice release in the jaw, the neck, but also a stretch in the back of the legs here. Trying to get the most out of every pose here. So do your best to release and relax. Now the hands are going to come down to the ground, maybe fingertips just on the ground. And then as you inhale, you come up halfway lift. The hands come to the shins. Your shoulder blades slightly squeeze together. And then as you exhale, you come back down. The hands come down on the ground and you step the right foot to the back of the mat. The right knee is down. This is a low lunge. So you're bending through that left knee and then the torso raises, the hands reach towards the sky. It should be a stretch in the front right hip. Hands reaching up, nice bend in that front knee. And you can stay here, or if you want an extra shoulder stretch here, you're going to bring the hands behind you and clasp them. And then you're really going to shine the heart bright or broaden through the collarbones. So you're still stretching through the right front hip, but also have a nice rinse in the stretch, a rinse in the shoulders as well. And now everybody's going to bring the hands down to frame the front foot. And we're walking that left foot out to the outside left edge of the mat. The left hand comes on the inside of the foot, and you can stay here. This is a nice stretch on the inner left hip. Or you can start to bring the torso down towards the ground, maybe using your prop and bringing your elbows down on it. Maybe bringing your elbows all the way down to the ground, but, start off gentle here. We have a couple moments in this stretch. And definitely don't have any tension in your jaw or neck, so release the jaw, release the neck. And if the torso is coming towards the ground, you're going to come back up. Walk that left foot in, hands frame the left foot. Come up off the back knee, and then step forward into your fold at the top of your mat, releasing that head down. Maybe you want to grab opposite elbows again and sway side to side. Do what feels good for you, and you can have a nice bend in the knees in your fold. That's very nice. Be gentle with your body here. We want to release tension, not create more. And the hands come down. On the next inhale, your halfway lift. Hands come to the shins, slight squeeze of the shoulder blades. And then on the exhale, the hands are going to come down once again, but this time stepping the left foot to the back of the mat, the left knee drops. Untuck those back toes, and as you inhale, the torso comes up, hands reach high. You're bending through that right knee. It's a low lunge, so you should feel the stretch on the front right part of your front left hip here. And the front left hip is where the stretch should be. And you can stay here, or you can bring the hands behind you, clasp them, and shine through the heart or broaden through the collarbones. This is an extra shoulder stretch here. Should feel good, and that stretch in the front left hip. And then bringing the hands down to frame the right foot. And we're walking our right foot to the outside right edge of the mat. The right hand comes on the inside of the right foot, and you can stay here, or you can start to bring your torso down towards the ground. Maybe you just bend through the elbows. Maybe you bring your forearms down on your prop. Maybe they come all the way down to the ground. Again, start gentle here and go slightly deeper into the stretch with every exhale. And then we're coming back up. So the torso comes up. You're going to walk that right foot back in. The hands frame the foot. Come up off the back knee by tucking those back toes. And this time we're dropping the back heel. And then we're going to walk the torso in between the legs. And then the right toes face the same direction as the left. We're in a wide-legged stance here. Both toes, or all the toes of the feet, face the same direction. And the torso folds down. Make sure you're pushing into the feet because you don't want to slip here. The hands come down on the ground. And this should be a nice stretch on the inside of the hips, the back of the legs. This is a big release here, so make sure you aren't holding any tension in your neck either. On your next inhale, come up halfway lift. And you're going to toe heel those feet in a little wider than your shoulders, and we're going to come right down to seated. So you're sitting down with your legs extended long, and make sure you have your prop nearby. We're going to start by bringing our left knee up, squeezing the left knee into the chest, and then letting the left knee fall out to the side as the bottom of the left foot comes to the inside of the right leg. You can bring your prop under the left knee if it's hovering off the ground, or alternatively and recommended, you could sit on your prop to allow your left knee to come closer to the ground by raising your hips. On your inhale, the hands reach high. And on your exhale, you fold forward over the right leg that's extended. You can grab your ankle, your calf, whatever's available to you. Even if you could grab the foot, that's great. And then you gently release the head down as you fold. The head comes towards the knee. That's why it's called head to knee pose. Again, grabbing whatever's available, letting the head drape down. And then coming back up, torso comes up. Bring that left knee back into the chest, left foot flat on the ground. The left hand comes on the ground behind you and you reach the right hand high. On your exhale, you're going to twist to the left as the right arm wraps around the left knee. Here in our twist, we want to be gentle to start out, and every inhale we sit up taller. And every exhale, we can gently deepen into the twist by opening up through that back shoulder, the left shoulder. Now release the twist. And extend the left leg long so both legs are extended. And then we're doing the other side. So bring the right knee up, give it a squeeze. Then the bottom of the right foot comes to the inside of the left leg as the right knee falls out to the side. Prop can go under the right knee, or recommended you can sit on the prop to bring your hips up higher and allow your right knee to lower. As you inhale, reach the hands up high. And as you exhale, fold over that left leg, either grabbing the calf, the shin, the ankle, or maybe the foot. Let the head drop down. This is head to knee pose, so the head is directed towards the knee. Release the jaw. It should be a nice stretch in the back of the left leg, maybe in the lower right back. This is a great pose, so stay here for just a tad longer. Then on your next inhale, come on up. Bring that right foot flat on the ground. The right knee is still up. The right hand comes on the ground behind you as the left hand reaches high to the sky. And then you wrap that left arm around the right knee as you twist to the right here. Every inhale, you sit up taller. Every exhale, you gently open through that right shoulder. Twisting is great for the body. Just a little longer in this twist. And don't crank into it. Make sure you're gentle and then deepen into it ever so slightly. Then you release the twist here. Extend that right leg long. So now both legs are extended. And then you're going to bring the feet flat on the ground with the knees bent. Come up off your prop. And then we're gently coming all the way down to our backs for our final pose, which is reclined butterfly or Supta Baddha Konasana. The bottoms of the feet come together, the knees are wide. And you can bring your props under your knees. If you would like a little support there, you're going to need two, one for each knee. And the hands can either come to the belly, Or you can come to Cactus Arms, which means the elbows are bent, the palms face the sky, and the tops of the forearms rest on the ground. This is an extra heart opener here. And you can stay in this pose as long as you want. This is our final pose. It's recommended about 30 seconds to a minute. And this concludes our class. So I hope your body feels good. I hope you had some nice active recovery and rejuvenation. Again, feel free to stay here as long as you want, taking nice smooth breaths. And great job taking care of your body. And we hope to see you at a future class. Have a great rest of the day. Namaste.